Hello everyone, Joanne with StampingInTheValley.com and welcome to my craft room. I absolutely rarely do something like this, but I was in the middle of starting to get my next video ready to go, and I was going to work with the still scenes right here. This is with the globe. I wanted to make a snow globe, and I knew that this would be the type of video that I would have to do in stages. Okay, so the first thing I thought was, well, I want this house right here. I love this little cottage right here in my snow globe. So I wanted to color it. Now, you get your dies here. Aren't they beautiful? And you can put anything you want into there, and this one right here cuts out this house with the trees. So I thought I will sit down in the craft room. My grandson's gone for the day, and we've had dinner, and you know, so it's quiet. So I thought I'd sit and color. I took out my ice stamping glitter because, you know, I'm going to make the snow globe, and I'm going to put it in with the snowflake sequence. I have my snow globes here. These are a shaker dome, and I was watching some videos on how to, because you get 10 in there in the box, but I was watching some videos on how to, there's adhesive front and back, and how to cover this up here, that I wanted to, you know what to do there. So I've been, you know, kind of just researching things, and I got to the point where I went to color this. Guys, I went nuts. I just have to tell you, with the Snowfall Accents puffy paint. I hate if there's a little bit of a shadow on here, but I'm filming this at night, and I rarely do that too. So I thought, okay, I've never done anything like this. I'm not, you know, you rarely even see me emboss because sometimes I can really make a mess with it. But this, I love this puffy paint. And on top of it, I put a little clear wink of Stella. And I don't know if you can see in there, look at that puffy paint. You heat set it. Look at that puff. I love that on the trees, the way that it's given my little house and my little bush here a 3D effect with the snow. And I don't know if the way that the glare is here, if you can, I'm just kind of turning it. I can't see it through the camera, but I don't know if you can see some of the wink of Stella. But it made it just the cutest little house. I completely stopped, and I was like, I've got to do a video right now just on this house, just on coloring our little house here and how to use the puffy paint. That is so sweet. So here we go. This is a 3x3 piece of Whisper White cardstock, Tuxedo Memento black ink, because we're going to use some blends. And of course, you can color your house any color that you want. I wanted to make it like a little cottage kind of thing. So I'm just going to stamp this here because it will be cut out. So, and like I said, this Whisper White is just 3x3 piece of scrap. Just like that. That's perfect. Let me put this on my chamois. I don't like that black to sit on it, even though it's red rubber. Okay, now, what we're going to do now is start to color this adorable house. Most of the time, well, the whole time, I used the skinny tip of the markers, and they're all light. This is a light cherry cobbler for the door. You got to have a red door. When I was a kid and we bought a house in New Jersey, it was being built, and they let me pick out the door. I'll never forget it. And I picked out a red door. I'm using my bronze marker for my trees, and I want to show you here on this one here. When I colored those trees, I didn't care that it bled out a little bit because I thought that it made the wood on the trees look really neat with the black underneath it. So I really like that. So that we will use. And the light crumb cake, I did the house. Now with the house, you just have to think, like, where is, actually I want to do my windows first. And this is Light Daffodil Delight. Like there's a, you know, like they have the lights on in the house. So this is just Light Daffodil Delight on every single window. cute. Like it's a snowy night and somebody's in there making hot cocoa, right? So what I was saying about coloring the house, you have to kind of think, where does the snow fall? And you know, does it fall under the eaves or does it not? And of course it does not. So you want to keep that with your light crumb cake, like back here on the house, under that eave right there, and then under right here. You want that definitely to be the color because the snow is not going to get under there. So just kind of think of it as, you know, it's snowing outside and where would the snow fall? So here we go here. And then I'm not going to color the roof or this part of the roof, but I want to come under this eave right here and color that and come into the house. Like that. Did you see that little gnat fly by? And now the cat wants to go out. Can you hear the cat meowing? They're going to have to wait. This little gnat might get on my last nerve though. Right? I've had the windows open. It finally warmed up a little bit this afternoon and I opened the windows in the house, so I guess I got a little gnat wanting to come in. So like I said, this is just light crumb cake. Just making this like a little cottage. Just like that. And that is perfect. Let me get my steps here also. But I didn't take the light crumb cake out to the cobblestone there. I want to use, what is this? Light smoky slate. So I want to get like a gray tone going in with that. So that's down here. And I'm just going to bring that out just a little bit. And I'm picking up these little marks in here that Stampin' Up left us. And like right in here too. I'm just going to come in where they kind of helped me to know what to color. And I'm just going to come in with this light smoky slate and give it a little touch there. Can't do it wrong. Okay, now let's go ahead and take our bronze and let's do our tree. Our stick trees, not the tree that is our evergreen right here with the snow on it. So pretty. So this, you just want to come up and come out every branch, and it's okay if it bleeds because the lines that Stampin' Up has provided is like your nice outline for it. Oh, I forgot to do the chimney. Let me get my light crumb cake here and get this little chimney up here. Just like that. Okay. And now let's just continue with our tree. I didn't have a really great brown, and I started to use this bronze, and I really liked it on this tree. Didn't that look pretty? Okay, now we'll come up the trunk here, out on these branches. We are going to be using a heat tool in just a few minutes. That's what makes that paint puff. And you got to keep the heat on it until it does puff. Not until you think like embossing powder melts. Not like that. This has to puff up and then you're good and done. I learned that. But when I did this, I was so impressed with this house. I had to stop and get on camera and be like, I've got to show them my little snow on my house, which then it'll just make the video for the card a little shorter because we've done this part, right? So there's that. Now we're going to come in with, oh, I want to get a light old olive. Let me get that. Light old olive for our tree. Now you kind of have to look at this tree. Let me bring this up. Let's try to get that to focus. Okay, let me put this down before I make a mess. And let me show you. Okay, I turned it, yeah, because of the glare. There is tree and snow. Okay, look at where your snow is. You don't want to get green on that. So the snow is on top of the tree. The snow is on top of the tree. Do you see how you differentiate between that? Because this is small. And over here, there's two little piles of snow on top of this bush. So let's go ahead and color that. But not that snow. So just leave that alone. Just like that. Now, so there's snow on top of a tree, part of a tree. Then there's snow, a layer of snow on top of tree, because this can really run together. Then there's snow, and then there's a little bit of tree right here. And I might have a little bit more brown to do right there. You know, so you could go back and forth with your markers here, getting this beautiful cottage correct. So pretty. Just a cottage in the snow. So pretty. So we're going to just color out here with some greenery. And then again, there's snow, and then that goes on top of the branches. It falls on the branches of this beautiful tall evergreen. And now I'm going to go back over everything just to darken that old olive up a little bit. I got to bring this up to see if I've got, that is snow. That is snow. This in here is green. Okay. In between there. Okay. So, you know, you just have to kind of think of what really goes on in nature, you know, and how that kind of works outside when it snows, and how the snow falls on your trees and your bushes and your house. Okay, so beautiful. Now here comes the fun. Oh my goodness. Take this bottle. This is Snowfall Accents Puff paint. Not puffy. Puff paint. And shake it up really, really, really well, guys. I mean, I'm like really shaking this. I have it upside down, and I'm really shaking it up. Okay. Now, I didn't know with this how much, because I've never done anything like this before, ever have I ever. I never did puffy paint, like the shirts and everything. I never got into that. So I want to come down here. See on this house where we have those little lines on that overhang? I want the snow to be in the middle. So I just put some of this there, and then use your tip. I found that best. Use your tip to push it where you want it. And then right here, just like put out a dot and then push it. So adorable. Now I'm just going to put dots of this and kind of just pushing it on this, on the limbs of the tree, and I'm using my tip. Okay, a little bit goes a long way, right? Right there. I'm very excited about this, and honest to goodness, right now it looks like nothing. It is so adorably stinking cute when it puffs up. I just can't believe I'm going to put this in a snow globe card, which is going to even accentuate it even more. Okay, now that I have all of the puff paint around, I want to move that aside. See, move it aside, because I don't want any heat near that bottle at all. Okay, now I'm getting my heat tool, and let me warm it up. Okay, now we're going to bring it down onto the project right here, and it's going to dry it, and it's going to puff it all at the same time. I don't know if you can see that happening. I can. I see two big puffs on the tree. I don't know, can you guys see it? I'm trying to hold it to the side. It is really puffing now. Oh my goodness, this is so much fun. So adorable. Just heating that. I think we're good. Let's see. How is the house? Let me get my tweezers. That gets a little hot. Let's really try, because it's like it's done when it puffs up. It's done when it kind of comes up off of the card. I love that. Isn't that fun? Can you see that what it has done for that card? Let me get my little bushes here a little bit better. And that really accentuates it. That's amazing. What a cool little project for Christmas, right? We can make snow. So like my mind is going, oh my goodness, the snowman, right? Yeah, we have that snowman punch. Now here I have my clear wink of Stella. And it's already activated and everything. If you squeeze the barrel up here, it comes down in here, and watch it, because then you want to back off right away or it will come out in a blob. So I'm taking my wink of Stella now, and I'm just coming over the puffy. Oh my goodness, even on the tree, just allowing the snow to just pick up a little bit of glitter to glisten on this adorable, this is going to be a beautiful card, guys. I can't wait to I will sit down and mess with the snow globe and everything. Oh my goodness, adding the wink of Stella to this just makes it a beautiful little snow scene. And honest, I just touched it. It makes it a beautiful little house. Isn't that adorable? I think this could have puffed up a little bit more right there. I'm just going to hit that with the heat real quick. Yep. Cute. Okay, very perfect now. Oh, I'm just in awe of that puff paint. And I put I don't know if you guys can see the glitter from the wink of Stella, but look at how dimensional that is. Oh, just adorable. Okay, so I'm going to make one card off camera, and the next video will then be of making the globe, okay, the globe card. So that is going to be a lot of fun, and putting all of our pretties inside the globe. That's going to be a lot of fun. Okay, thank you so much for watching. Please go to stampinginthevalley.com. Click on the big blue button. Order any and all of your Stampin' Up! Products. There'll be a product list below, and there's also a Shop Now button right below here if you want to order this absolutely wonderful product. Like I said, I rarely just get on here and do something like this, but I had to show you guys. I had to get on here and show you. Still Scenes, Snow Globe Scenes Dies. This is a bundle in the holiday catalog. Thanks for watching. Happy crafting.